Alright, so I spent some time on the server called Crisis RP, and honestly, it surprised me. I didn't go in expecting much, just figured out I would poke around, maybe see some new cars, new interiors, the usual. But there were a few things I saw and a few things that happened that had me thinking, yeah, okay, this might actually be one of the more promising servers I played. First off, the city just looks different. Visually, you spawn in Legion Square, it doesn't feel like the usual chaos pit. It's still active, people running around, cars pulling up, locals walking by, but it's cleaner, more structured, and it actually feels like someone sat down and designed it for people to live in, not just crash into stuff. And I noticed that every public place I go into, it's redone. Gun shops, clothing stores, 24/7s, all of them have their own style right now. Not just slapped on assets either, you walk in and you can tell someone customized this. Then I found out there is a working public train system as well, and no, I'm not even joking, this was the moment I knew the server is a little bit different. You go to the station, you buy a ticket, you wait, and a train actually pulls up. You get on it, you sit down, and it takes you across the city. You're not skipping scenes or getting teleported or whatever, it actually moves. That might sound small, but for someone who played FiveM for years, that's pretty huge in my opinion. You don't really see that often enough. And these little things sometimes make a huge difference. So after I finished just walking around for a while, I started thinking, alright, what's next? Let me see what kind of grind they've got here. I head over to the job center, didn't expect much, you already know how it usually goes. Delivery jobs that pay nothing, weird mining stuff that takes forever, and you end up quitting halfway. But I tried a few, and this time, it didn't really feel like a waste of time. I started with pizza delivery, super basic, grab the food, drop it off, but it was clean, markers made sense, the city layout made the route feel natural, and the payout, it wasn't crazy, but it was fair. Like if you actually want to grind and make money without jumping into gang life, you can actually do that. Then I see this guy driving a bus, not even joking, a real working bus route. He's stopping at corners, doors opening, people getting on and stuff like that. So I just follow him just to see if it's actually legit or some janky system. And yeah, it was actually working. I'm walking next to this moving bus like, okay, we're in a city that actually functions. And that's rare. A lot of servers throw you into chaos and expect you to figure out or instantly become a drug lord. You can actually feel a progression path. You start small, save some cash, figure out your place. You don't feel like the game is pushing you into crime just to enjoy it. You can take your time, actually play the game how you want it, and the world actually responds. So after trying out a few jobs and making a bit of cash, I started wondering, alright, what else can you do in here besides running routes or stack money? That's when I found out the business side of the server is actually kind of crazy. First thing I stumbled across was a real estate office. At first I thought it was just cool looking building, something to walk past, but no, it's real. You go in, talk to another player who's working there, and they walk you through apartments, housing options, prices, and all of that. You can literally buy a place and not just for storage or clout. You're living there, you decorate it, you access it, and it becomes part of your RP. It's one of those systems that makes you realize, oh, this isn't just a FiveM server, it's a working city. And then there are the mechanic shops. Some are public, anyone can walk in, get a repair, upgrade their car, whatever. But some, they're low-key. Hidden garages, invite-only spots, you won't find them unless somebody shows you. And that adds a whole different layer because now you're thinking, okay, do I want to work a public job or get involved in something deeper? It gives players a choice. Same with car dealerships, they're run by real people, like you walk in, there's no NPC, no weird UI menu, someone owns that business, they talk to you, sell to you, negotiate with you. And what I like that none of it feels locked off, there's no vibe like you can't own this unless you're staff or VIP. If you're active, if you put in time, you can actually work your way into it. Some guy I met earlier turns out to be a gang leader. He hits me up like, yo, you wanna see what really goes on in the city? And what I'm gonna say, no? So I met him. We take a drive through his part of the city and instantly you feel the energy shift. It's not the same as downtown, the streets are quieter, but there are eyes everywhere. People hanging around corners, motorbikes parked halfway on the sidewalk, spray tags on the walls, each one meaning something to someone. And you just know this is a claimed zone. We stop near this big blank wall, and he's like, this is where we're leaving our mark today. He hands me a spray can. I laugh thinking it's a joke, but nah, we're really out here tagging turf. Midway through, he pauses and looks across the street. Another car pulls up, tinted windows, not moving, and he says, they're not from around here. That's all I needed to hear. You could feel the tension, like something is about to go down, and then it does. Gunshots, no warning, just instant chaos. People ducking, cars peeling off. We were returning fire from behind a dumpster, and I'm just thinking to myself, I was delivering pizza 2 hours ago. But here's what really hit me. These guys weren't wilding out for no reason. They were coordinated, they had angles, callouts, cover. This wasn't just some random street brawl, it was an actual turf war. And that's what I didn't expect. Because in most servers, Gang RP is just a title, and here it's a system, it's structured, and there's actual value defending your turf. So yeah, that was my day in Crisis RP. I didn't plan it, I didn't script it, but it turned into something way more real than I expected. And that's what I want from RP. Not gimmicks, not chaos, just a city that lets you live and lets things unfold naturally. If you're the kind of player who's tired of logging into dead servers or tired of places where nothing feels like it matters, you might want to check this one out. But don't go in expecting to be handed everything. You build your story here or you get swallowed by somebody else. That's all I got today. It was fancy and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.